The scene view is where you will visually construct your game, and this can be navigated by making use of the buttons above the view. These buttons correspond to the Q, W, E and R keys on the keyboard. The first button, the hand tool, is purely for navigating. With this tool selected, drag with the left mouse button to pan, and with the right mouse button to look around first person style. Hold the Alt key with this tool and left mouse button drag will let you orbit around the point you are looking at, whilst Alt and right mouse button dragging will zoom the view. With any object selected in the hierarchy, you can focus on the object either by double clicking the object's name or by pressing F with the mouse cursor over the scene view. The remaining three buttons allow you to adjust position, rotation and scale of objects. By dragging the corresponding axis handles, you can move objects in X, Y or Z. Likewise, this also applies to moving in 3D by dragging from the center, although this is not necessarily recommended for moving in 3D space. Likewise, for rotating, you can rotate in all three axes, or you can just drag from within those, but again, a lack of control will occur when trying to drag in all three axes at once. And again, with scaling, you can scale things in all three individual axes, or drag from the center point in order to scale uniformly. In this instance, it is recommended to drag from the center in order to keep things in proportion. In the main bar of the scene view, you'll see two drop-downs that handle how the scene view is rendered. You can switch to wireframe, or look at alpha of how your objects are displayed, for example. These are followed by three toggles. The first toggle toggles lighting in the scene, the second whether a skybox is rendered or not, and the third allows you to preview audio from the game wherever the editor camera is currently located. The editor camera simply refers to the camera that you are looking at the scene view from. It is not a camera object in your scene. So for example, if I were to move my camera very far away from the sound source and preview the audio again, you can see that it's quieter than it was before. To the right of the panel are the Gizmo menu and search box. The Gizmo menu lets you adjust gizmos, the 2D icons shown in the scene view, to help you identify components in the scene, such as lights, audio sources or cameras. These can be adjusted by size and also toggled between 2D and 3D. The search field lets you find a particular object by searching for its name, and this highlights the object by fading out other objects in your scene. Again, if you are not focused on the actual object that you've found by searching, then you can simply use the focus feature to find it. This search also singles out the objects in the hierarchy, so by then selecting the object you were looking for and pressing F to focus, or double clicking, you'll then be taken to that object. The final part of the scene view you should understand is the view gizmo itself. This allows you to switch from perspective 3D view to orthographic cameras from the sides, top and bottom. When dragging to orbit your view in orthographic view, you'll be switching to isometric view. You'll be notified of this by the term ISO written underneath the view gizmo, but do not confuse this with actual 3D perspective view. And be aware that you can switch back to perspective view simply by clicking on the white cube in the center of the view gizmo.